Here we go, set! Hunt! Come on, set! Set, go! Got it, ready? 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 Hunt! Set it! Ready, ready? On the jump! Get up! Set! Ready? Ready, set, go! Ready, hunt! Ready up! Set, go! Here we go, here we go! Ready? Ready? Hunt! Let's go! Set! Ready, ready? Ready, ready? Set! Okay, break! Huh! Go! Hot, hot! Ready, ready! Get up!
It's week 4 of the 2024 season. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Seahawks and the Lions on Monday Night Prime Time.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you're starting to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now, so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 9th-year quarterback.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And the tight end Ebron in motion. Throwing is Stafford. Out to the flat for Reddick. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. And the tight end Ebron in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Well, he may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Play action. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Fights loose. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up second and 20. At the 18-yard line.
Now Riddick. And he'll power his way up near the 25. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. So here's a 3rd and 14.
Next is 3rd and 14.
Here's Stafford. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. Wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Racing to the end zone. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The road ahead a little bit more difficult now after that pick 6. So dealing with his deficit here, we'll see if he can try to make amends on this drive, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Rawls. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. You talk about this Lions defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Here's 3rd and 6. Now it's Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's Wilson. A dump off to Lacy. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. Here's 2nd and 3. As they've got it as we resume action. Now a give. Right side, it's Rawls. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He gets it to Baldwin. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Seahawks are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself in an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
It's caught outright by Graham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
He's got it to the 43 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. To throw is Stafford. Got a man. It's the rookie out of the 3rd round. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Ebron with it over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Riddick. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. It's a gain of 5. And that'll make it a 2nd down. Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Set to start another drive, and it's quarterback Taylor Heineke in charge. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Wilson. Out to the left. That's where the tight end Moreau is. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They run. It's Lacy. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Wilson. Rolling to his right. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
To throw is Wilson.
And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game.
And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Roughing the kicker.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Wilson. Out to the flat for Lacy. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
And a little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Seahawks offense and their quarterback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first two quarters, they had two costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up the deficit.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down and 1.
Up the middle with Rawls. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now Wilson. That's complete. It's Rawls. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Here now, second and 4.
Rawls out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down at 4 now.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In motion is the tight end Graham. From the shotgun, Wilson.
That is caught.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Throwing is Wilson. He finds his running back, Rawls. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Back to the ground attack. It's Rawls. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Holding. Offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Following the penalty, it's Rawls. Down to about the 22 here.
61 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now it's Wilson. This one complete to Lacey. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score.
Wilson going to throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
As we prepare for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on two-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on two-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. Now it's Stafford. Short little throw to Ebron. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And the tight end Ebron in motion. Play action. Stafford. That's caught by Galloway. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On ground, it's Riddick. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Back to throw. Stafford. Short little throw to Ebron. Oh, and now some space to operate. 7 yards there and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards.
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Here's Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Stafford now to throw. He finds Riddick complete. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
From the 20, here's a second down and 9.
And the tight end Ebron in motion. Throwing is Stafford.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. In motion, the tight end. Riddick with a carry. Oh, what a move. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll push the lead up to 8.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Lacey.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and the yard.
Now it's Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They go back to Riddick. Powers through. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Now a handoff looking right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Holding offense.
Well, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15.
As they run the counter play. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Now he'll give it up on the reverse. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A dump off to Lacey.
And 5 yards, not going to cut it here. That clock continues to run.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now in this game.